sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Now, the calls to shorten the NBA season continue. One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season. The more drama, the more TV ratings, the more money. Kevin?
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe, DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. A look at the Magic starting group. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Suggs out there with Black. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward spot. And for Atlanta, Young and Bogdanovich are their guards. Okongwu is out there with Johnson. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Now, here's Suggs. Carter right side. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable, in my opinion. Feels like he can score at will from there.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Young inside. Working on Black. Good work defensively by Carter. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air. Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Banchero, that's good.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Johnson outside. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Baseline Jay on the way, and Atlanta again with the bucket.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Black. To the paint. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 8 points. With the regular season just getting started, what's it like for rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new pro careers?
Let me tell you, Kevin, the speed of the pro game is startling. Things are happening so fast. It can take years for the game to slow down.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Here's Black. Pass to Banchero. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Once again, your ATL dancer.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to Young. He's going up for the alley-oop here. And Okongwu slams it in.
What a play by Young. Out of that pick and roll, does a great job with his decision making.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Now, here's Suggs. PAOLO Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. With the fadeaway. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 11-point game his last outing. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Detroit. Young looking it over. Atlanta again missing. Orlando leading by 4. Passes it to Suggs. To the inside. Here's Black. Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. Pass to Black. Over Young. Rebounded by Capella. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bogdanovich against Caldwell Pope. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella's such a good roller after setting the screen. It's hard to defend him in the screen and roll.
Down low. And finished off by Banchero.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Now, here is Young. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over in the corner, Banchero. Good on the shot. 16 points for PAOLO Banchero.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Young with the ball. Working on Black. There's the triple. Young, no good. Here's Black. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break.
Let's hear it for your ATL.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Orlando.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
The wing pairing is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Johnson is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point guard. That's the group start the second quarter for the Hawks. Now, here's Banchero. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. The three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in PAOLO Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Good place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack. And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I Tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
To the middle. And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, because Carter Jr. is so dynamic athletically, his teammates have a lot of confidence in him finishing the alley-oop.
The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against Houston.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, because you well know means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
A sneaky scorer in the lane. Young will give you a steady diet of floaters and off-balance shots that defenders just miss getting a piece of.
And then Carter with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And the pass to Bogdanovich. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Black. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now, here's Banchero. Tight defense on him. Just 5 to shoot. And finish off by Banchero.
And so much athleticism from Banchero, that will translate well to the NBA.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Okongwu. The Magic have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Magic making a change here. Mo Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Banchero. Okiki's checked in for Jalen Suggs. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Black. A nice shot by Young.
So smooth shooting the rock. Young trusts his shot from any distance.
Inside, Wagner, and finished off by Wagner.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
You know, one of the best sights from the NBA in my mind in 2022 was seeing Markelle Fultz on the court again. It was a long road back from his torn ACL, not to mention the issues he had with the frozen shoulder early in his career.
Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Young against Fultz. Elbow shot. And it's Orlando with another.
Yeah, and you know, it's important that Fultz continue to develop his in-between game because he knows when to pull up.
Pass to Johnson. Looking for Young. He gets it there. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Young's got 12 now in this quarter.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, Fultz plays bigger than his size down low, guys. Outstanding. Using his body to draw contact.
Orlando shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
The Hawks trail by 5. Throws it up high. The shot by Okongwu. No good.
Oh, and that would have been a spectacular alley-oop. Really difficult to get the timing right on those long ones.
And Isaac throws it down.
Well, I like watching Fultz work the pick and roll, and when you give him space to pass, he makes you pay.
And so it's the Orlando Magic bringing the quarter to a close. With a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They have a nice 7-point lead. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
Right now, this game is being won and lost on the glass. When another team is out muscling you, sometimes you have to run more guys in the backcourt. Quantity can match quality if you can also be aggressive going after the basketball.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for Orlando. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Black is out there with Suggs. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 slot. Banchero, that's good.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Here's Young. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Young's got 14 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Passes to Banchero. Here's the 3. Okongwu grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Johnson. The Hawks working the ball around. Bogdanovich passes to Johnson. And a miss there on the triple. Magic leading by 7. Now, here's Banchero. 22 points for him. Makes it off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The pass to Bogdanovich. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 5.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Clark, hasn't the Magic had some of the worst injury luck in this NBA the last couple seasons?
Certainly have, Kevin. And this is a team that has been trying to develop young players. And they've been somewhat stifled because of injury. And I think the best way to grow is through young players. and you've got to give them reps playing games. So it's been frustrating for Orlando to have these outstanding young talents be thwarted by injury.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta.
You know, look at the job Jalen Suggs did in rookie season. I mean, he started to show some of those flashes as the season wore on. Flashes of athletic superiority, but also an understanding of how to impact the game with his speed and size and fearlessness.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now, here's Okongwu. D right on him. Basket good. Okongwu's now got 6 points. And about Jalen Suggs, Clark, primed for a tremendous season.
No question about it in my mind, Kevin. I mean, the Magic fans are in for a treat. They are excited to see him play again. I think he's got the ability to be elite if things come together as I anticipate they will for him. I think they're fortunate to have him in Orlando running the point.
The Hawks trail by 10. Young outside. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And from this range, Young is automatic. Let him shoot, and he'll knock those down.
Here's Black, defended by Young. Pass to Banchero. Oh, good on the triple. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Okongwu. It's Young on the wing. 16 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Johnson. Atlanta making some changes. Harry Nance has checked in for Okongwu, and Daniels subbed in for Bogdanovich.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others. Terrific rebounder. Man, the list goes on and on.
Many scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back-to-the-basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
Magic leading by 7. Here's Black. No points in the game yet for him. To the paint. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
And Young kicks to Nance. Pass to Capella. Jacks up a 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Young. A second chance effort. It's deflected.
Caldwell Pope showing us excellent timing there, using his length well on defense.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, The street he grew up on, in terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Young with no one around. Had the space there, but it's offline.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Orlando Magic.
49. The Magic. 57.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Young and Bogdanovich are their guards. Okongwu is out there with Clint Capella. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
To the left wing. Now, here's Banchero. Capella covering. Now, Banchero. And he converts the layup. Banchero's got 40 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Shot, high post, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Every game you expect Young to have some scoring bursts, but tonight he has been on auto drive.
Pass to Banchero from the arc. Here's Suggs. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Magic lead by 8.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Here's Young. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists tonight. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Black dishes to Suggs. Down low. The jump hook misses off the right iron.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. Again, Young missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Now, here's Banchero. Defended by Young. And finished off by Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And, boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
Passes it to Capella. Count that one.
And, guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Black, defended by Young. And here's Banchero. Good work defensively by Capella.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close.
Orlando leading by 6. Into the lane. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the Hawks making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. To the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Black kicks to Carter. Pass to Banchero. Over Johnson. Almost, but it rolls out. The Hawks trail by 7. Young outside. Johnson in the corner. It's up a 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Suggs has got his 4th rebound in this one. Banchero with the ball. And guarded by Capella. A minute 42 left in the 4th. Here's Banchero. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Hawks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Young from outside drains the 3-pointer. Now just a 4-point Orlando lead.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
And has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Bogdanovich finds Young. That's a floater go.
Boy, Suggs doing a nice job defensively there. Reacted quickly and got the block.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 1:04 left in the 4th quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, ABC.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finish it strong.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. We know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David. And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in, so he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point game. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Young from outside. And they recover it. 3-pointer. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 7. 29 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It falls!
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Back to Young. Shoots the 3. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And a deep 3 from Young. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And this is Young's mentality, ready to shoot the rock as soon as he catches the pass.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2.
Terrific in crunch time. Suggs thrives in these moments.
And here's Young from the arc. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.